Good morning, guys. This is the 2013 Ford F-150 XLS edition. I made a video last night and I tried to do it in the middle of the night and it just looked horrible, so I thought I would get up early this morning before the truck goes back and try to do it again. Even though this badging says XLT, which kind of throws me off, the VIN number comes back as an XLS. So that's a little weird. If this were the XLT package, I would be a little disappointed, to be honest, because as you guys know, I'm a feature guy. I like features, and this does not have many of those. This is the V6 model with flex fuel, and it really has a lot of power for a V6. So let's have a look at the inside. I'm going to start back here because coming from the Dodge to this, all of this back room was a big difference. Let me just get in. Actually, keep in mind that this seat is set for me at 6'4". In the back, I have enough room that I can really just do anything back here. So much room. Way bigger than the Dodge ever even thought about being in the back. The front actually feels a little bit more cramped, but I think it's because of the center console, but it can be folded up. Let's just go up there. Now again, when I decoded the VIN last night, I noticed that it said it was an XLS, and so I was calling it an XLS, but just now looked at the badging on the side there, and it says XLT, which to me doesn't make any sense because for an XLT, it doesn't have any features. The most important of those, namely being, okay, hold on, we're going to turn some heat on, it is cold. The most important of those being satellite radio, which, as you'll have a look here, it says no satellite radio, which is a little weird to me because I don't understand why I have no satellite radio. So I'm not gonna I'm gonna try not to talk bad about this truck. It really lacks in a lot of features, and as you guys know, I'm a feature guy, and this just isn't me. I wouldn't buy this one. I'm really confused as to why it says XLT on the side though, because the XLT should come with more than what this has got to offer, and this doesn't have much to offer. So I had a few complaints that I shot last night, namely with this particular piece of equipment. I will cut to that now and let you check that out at night so it's better explained, and I'll come back. Something that I didn't like particularly was this little handle here. And you may think, well, what's so bad about it? When you want to signal left, you don't expect this to go up and the signal to keep going. Because if you're going on interstate, you might think to check your signal by seeing what position this is in, and if it's always in this position, you're never going to know. And if I push it up to cancel my turn signal from going, it just begins going the other direction. And you have to actually push up, or you have to push the direction that it's doing to stop it. It's crazy. Headlights, I'll try to do both here. There's no push forward bright light, you have to pull back to flip it to bright lights, pull back to flip it down. And this could get confusing as well, because usually you push forward, and that's your dimmer is in a position where you know your light's on bright because it's further away from you. If I'm pulling back to adjust my brights, I may not notice that the brights are on bright. And say that I'm passing a car and I want to flash my headlights at them for having their lights on bright. Oh look, it didn't flash, it put them on bright, so I have to do it again. It's causing too much room for error. I went into an in-depth heated argument, I don't know, about how poor sync is, and I'm debating whether or not to cut that in at this point, because that was really it was horrible. It still is horrible. It's just, do I want to say that? Sync is horrible. I'll just say it again. To be able to pair your phone to Bluetooth is a nightmare, because I never got it working. And I know how to do it because I've done it. We've got a 2010 Ford Escape that I've done it before with sync. But with this 2013, I had so much trouble, it would not connect to my phone at all. And it would often tie up my phone, so if I received a phone call, or if I tried to do something on Google Maps, and it would, try to give me turn directions, I couldn't hear anything because the truck had the Bluetooth tied up, but at the same time, it says, there's no Bluetooth, what are you talking about? It was a complete nightmare. The sync voice automated activated system, whatever, was another complete nightmare. I'll go ahead and clear out my windows there. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work the way it's supposed to. Basically, if you say Bluetooth, it starts playing a random song that it has no idea. I think I will just piece that part in right here. So let me throw that part. Is how dumb sync is still. Because if I hit media,
sync, please say a command.
Bluetooth audio.
No Bluetooth devices available right now. I will try to connect one.
This is all I get every single time. No Bluetooth devices available right now. I will try to connect one. And then it does nothing. Now it's not user error. It's definitely not user error, because I use USB. No, I was reading the screen, I'm sorry. I use Bluetooth in my stepmom's car. Hers is a 2010 Ford Escape. It is pretty dumb, because if I go into here and just say
USB, please say a command.
Bluetooth.
Playing Don't Tell Em featuring YG by Jeremy. From the album Don't Tell Em featuring YG single.
Had no idea what Bluetooth meant. Basic commands mean nothing to this. You have to be spot on, exact command, where it has no idea what you're talking about. And that's a big disappointment. In a 2013, in a 2014, this one's only 2013, but I mean, it's 1 year away and whatever. Very disappointing. Anyway, before I completely diss this truck, let's talk a moment about the V6 Flex Fuel. Like I said, it's got a lot of pickup. I thought that it was a V8 when I bought it, or when I didn't buy it, but but when I got it, it makes a lot of noise. It sounds like a good truck, and I thought it was a V8. So I was fairly impressed with it. I found out last night that it was not a V8. I only had this truck for 24 hours. I didn't rent it, but for 24 hours, which is due back in about an hour. And I'm debating whether I should run more gas out, because it needs to be just below a quarter of a tank, and it wasn't last night, so I put some in it, and now it's above, and I'm great. So, anyway, I'll piece in a clip here of the acceleration. I was pretty impressed. Halfway loaded. So, anyways, we're going to go up here. Oh. There was a little test. Overall, if this is the XLS model, it's probably what I would expect. If it is somehow an XLT and was badged wrong or other way around, highly disappointed. I really don't know at this point. The VIN number on VIN decoder says it's an XLS. The badging on the truck says it's an XLT. I would imagine an XLT would be way better than this. So, I'm sorry for such a short review, guys. I mean, I'm so, I was so pressed on time for this one. And, I literally have to go return the truck as soon as I end this video. And you know what? I'll just hope for better next time. Hopefully I'll get a better vehicle, something I'll enjoy, and then I'll really like making a video about it. I have to really enjoy the vehicle before I can sit and talk about it for hours. And at this point, there's not a whole lot in this one that I like. So, yeah. This has been the 2013 Ford F-150. Possibly XLS, possibly XLT. Who knows? And I'll leave you with that. See you guys later.